Well, welcome to another episode of Poneke GameTime. Right, Poneke Tawa. It's a game last year that Prems will most probably want to forget, but the way the game played out, I don't think anyone who was involved in the game will ever forget it. Joining me now, Judd Baker. Judd, you were involved in that game. What happened last year?
Thanks, Scott. Oh, cheers, buddy. We're up 35-7, I think, after about 60 minutes of the game. Boys were playing really well, keeping it tight and spreading wide when necessary, and then last 20 minutes it sort of fell apart, you could say. They ended up scoring, I think, 5 unanswered tries to finish the game, and ended up winning 42-35 right on full time.
Yes, and unfortunately the highlights reel ahead of that game cut out with about 10 minutes to go on that. Don't know what happened there.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, unbelievable really. Right, well, let's consign that to the history books and take a look at the team list for today's game. The starting pack has a very different look to the one that was fielded last week against Wainui. Judd Baker coming in, Kelvin Harper coming in for his first start in the front row, veteran Cam Garvey in at lock, and Darren West onto the side of the scrum.
In contrast to the forwards, there's only one change in the backs, with senior one stalwart Peter Shan coming in to the left wing for Lance the Shumanator Shuman.
Okay, just a note before we get into the highlights, Judd. You've obviously come to the side for young Reggie Goodies. Where's he off to?
I believe, so it still goes, he's got the under-20 trials this week. I think that's on Wednesday, and at their request, I think he needs to have a bit of a break before the game.
Great. Well, good luck for that, Reggie, if you're watching. It'd be great to see you in that team. Alright, here we go. Poneke versus Tawa.
They get a bit of possession and run the ball, taken off the top nicely by West. The open side flanker to Huya. Kicks for that corner again. That's a big kick. Oh, he's a bit unlucky. It bounced back inside the field, but it's deep inside the 22. Taken there by Tilsley. And he kicks downfield. He won't find touch though, makes a lot of ground. The ball goes back to Huya, who again will kick downfield. Puts it up in the air, holds in this breeze. It might go out on the full, does it? No. Bounces, and he's let it bounce. And he's got numbers coming up on him. He's taken in the tackle. There's Zion as it goes to ground. And they're only about 5 metres out from the try line. You can't do that with a bouncing ball. Mohananu scoops up, dives over, and the number 8, always on the mark, scores again for Poneke, their second try, and that makes it 18 points to 7. Out, line out, 23 points to 7, stay. There's Harrison Pats, Stone Park. This is Saturday Rugby Club here on News Talk TV. So Harper again to throw the ball into the line, 5 metres out. Again, who will be the contact? It goes towards the back this time. Tufaga takes the ball down and they drive off him, the big man. It's up off the ground here. They're in a pretty good position to drive now. Still going, they split them, still driving. They're right on the try line here, going towards it, and try. Don't know who will get up to the ball, we'll wait for it, but he was in a perfect position, Chris Ravel. And the forwards have crashed over. It might be Tufaga himself, I think. The big number 4, no, it's the man.
Alright, welcome back. As you can see, a great win there for Poneke, 28-21. Some great highlights there. Just do a bit of analysis now. Judd, a couple of things Coach Scott Pett's going to be looking at this week. We'll start off with the bad bit first. What are his tackles?
Yeah, you're right, Jamie. A lot of his first up tackles. We're obviously missing a few key players, particularly Mussy Fowles. So, I mean, that's no excuse. So there were a lot of missed first up tackles. Yeah. Something to work on, but something definitely more to work on as well.
Yep, for sure. But on the positive side, very strong scrum, especially at the end there.
Well, I can't comment too much on the scrum. Obviously, I'm in there, so don't want to sound biased, but you know, the scrum I think has been holding up over the past few weeks. Be good to see how it goes against some of the really strong sides like Mary St. Pat's next week.
Absolutely. And also, obviously, in contrast to last year, a lot of composure shown at the end to close the game out when Tawa came back strongly.
Yeah, I suppose it was quite different to last year. There were a lot of similarities. Of course, they did make a bit of a fight back at the midway through the second half. Scored a couple of tries, but yeah, the boys just sort of closed off because we knew that was going to be coming. I suppose the experience of last year made it a little bit easier to deal with. We knew what was happening. We knew what we had to do from last year, and just shut up shop really.
Great. Well, as you know, the Prems aren't the only side of Poneke. We're crossing now to Fazza at the sports desk. He's going to give us an update of all the other teams that played yesterday. No need to clap because he's already got it. Joe Fazz.
Action.
Hi, it's Fazza here for the weekly roundup. So first up we had the Premiers, 21-28, 21 Tawa, Prems, and seniors. Senior ones was 32-8. With Michael Foss scoring 2 tries and 3 bump offs. He was the one getting bumped off. The Colts 55-7 with Levi Randall's grandson scoring 5 tries. Still a few questions in that result. Rough Nuts 17-13 against Javel, senior 2s. Senior 1s. Hammond's got a bye, that was their best result. Yeah, some cricket scores there. And lastly, to wrap it up, we've got East Netball. They'll be coming to the club. The team East 4 came last week. A few people playing up. Not naming any names. First of May, we've got Old Timers Day. Old Timers Day. So team of the year is the 96 Premier team. So if everyone can make it down, it would be awesome. Back to you, Jamie.
Alright, thank you very much for that, Fazza. One team you didn't mention though, my old team, the Dogs of War. Sorry I didn't mention you guys last week. 30-13 winners over Huddle Boys Marist out there. Good squad this year. Hopefully you guys can bring back the gold like you did back in the old days when I used to play for you. Next week, Marist, Judd, big game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always a tough game, Mary St. Pat's. We've won the last couple of years. 4 million trophies, so we always play strong for that.
That's great. Alright, well, join us next week on Poneke GameTime. Remember, you don't just play, you belong.